Hey, welcome everybody. Getting everything started here. Making sure everything's set up right. Where? Okay, so they're both showing up, but are they showing up? Ah, there it is. Okay. Trying to make sure Restream is working on chat. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. So, today we're continuing with Path of Exile, our Magic Find testing. And what we're going to be doing is, I think the last bit of our testing with our Ward Loop. So we've got our Ward Loop set up, we're 91, and it feels pretty good as far as everything goes. I don't really like the way the build worked out as far as using Saboteur versus any other Ascendancy. Because I tried a little bit to change to Ice Spear, but Ice Spear with trigger bots feels really bad. So we're gonna keep it as Volatile Dead. It works okay as Volatile Dead, and yeah, we're just gonna farm up a little bit. We're kind of farming for our next attempt at an MF build, and what we're really looking for here is how can we create a reasonable MF build that is fun to play and pretty flexible. I think my next test is going to be a Flicker Strike MF build, and we'll see how far that goes. So, on that note, we're going to do some other maps to get some cemeteries back up in our map pool. Let's see, what do we have plenty of? I had one, I think it was acid pools, sulfur vents. We're gonna grab a bunch of these, and we're just gonna run them. We're not gonna go too crazy on these. Gonna quality them up. And then anything that's not awful is fine. Grab our chaos, that's fine. That's fine. Tracked Beyond. British flash charges is bad. And we're good. Alright. So, a couple of things that have happened on the build since last time we streamed it. We now have a second flask, and the way we had to do this is because I didn't want to invest a ton into these. We've got 25% increased effect on both of these instead of a 35% increased effect. So we've got all of those nodes here, and then our restraint is giving us flask charges gained all over the place. And so we picked up one extra right here, and we're also using this for our corrupted blood immunity. We sacrificed a little bit of damage for this, so we're working our way back toward these assassination and arcane potency nodes. And once we grab those, we'll be in good shape. We also want to grab overcharge when we have the opportunity. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, we're just gonna continue on that path, see where it goes. I was able to test this against a couple of Elder Slayers, and it works pretty well. But we'll see how well that continues to go. One downside of the build, as I have it set up, is because I've got a limit on how much I want to spend on it. It takes a little bit for us to get our loop started, and then very possible for us to fall out of our loop. So if we take a nice amount of damage, we're gonna fall out of that loop pretty quickly. And part of that is just because of where we have our skeleton socketed. Instead of having our skeletons in our helmet, we have it in our boots. The reason for that is we're using a level 21 summon skeleton, so we can get an extra skeleton for a total of 4 each, so 8 total. And that means that we need a level 21 divergent cast from damage taken with at least a little bit of quality. And that is a very expensive gem to get. Now we only need the one, but we do need it. We only need a second one if we want to do a level 21 Volatile Dead. We could actually probably get away with not getting a level 21 Divergent cast from damage taken, but we'll see. Go ahead and finish up the rest of the map, and then we'll move on. There we go. And the build feels much better now with a movement flask. I had a golden flask in place of the movement flask for a little bit more rarity. But it feels way better with movement flask, so I'm keeping that on for now. See if we can handle the delirium. Still find MF Ward Loop to be neat. It is. I don't know how worth it is, and that's what I'm trying to test out. By nature, I don't think any of the MF builds I'm going to be putting together are going to be, you know, incredible. Find your next mirror of Calandra this way. Not gonna happen, because I'm more interested in having a strong build that can do most things than I am in having 400 rarity, right? But I want to find a middle ground that I can kind of reasonably do on League Start. Doesn't have to be the first build, but if I can do it as maybe a second build or transition a first build, then it'll be good stuff. Because a little bit of MF can go a long way. It doesn't have to find mirrors to be good. I think this would overall probably be better on what is it called? the normal Ward Loop Ascendancy. The Ascendant? No. I don't remember. I feel like it would just stretch too thin. Yeah. And that's the trouble. Like the reason that normal rarity builds or normal MF builds work so well is because they can get strong with very little. But I don't like bow skills. And it's nothing against bow skills, I don't like the playstyle. The walk a little bit, stop and use an ability gets annoying to me. Like it feels good for a little bit, but like 100 or so maps in, I don't know, it gets to me. Yeah, Ascendant. I feel like that would be the better move. Or an MF looper. You're never gonna hit the millions of damage. Well, you might hit million damage. Maybe even up to 3 million, but you're giving up a lot of damage to do a lot of the things we're doing. I'm actually pretty excited for the thought of a flicker strike. I think it's got some potential. Leveling a Scion right now. Nice. So the MF that we have is really we have a little bit of crafted onto our helmet. We've got a really strong helmet, and then we drop the gloves and the boots. Instead of having word gloves and boots, we go with the Demon's Touch and Goldworm. Bisco's Leash, and then we've got a little bit of rarity on our amulet. We need Skin of the Lords or Skin of the Loyal, something with increased global defenses, because we're only utilizing our crown for our ward. And then we've got a pretty good Ventors. Not amazing, but pretty good. Oh, that's how we're doing it. Now, that being said, just be warned, this is part of that price, right? My elemental resistances are not even capped. One of those things where it's bad and I know it's bad. Not worried about it. Yeah. But yeah, especially if you're using something like an Omni, you'd lose so much damage. And you've gotta remember like that there are pretty significant diminishing returns on Magic Find. And so you've got to strike, your best bet is to strike a balance between how fast you're clearing and how much Magic Find do you have. I've also found myself increasingly annoyed as I'm playing through this at the random stuff that can interrupt your loop. Which is something that always gets to me. It's just, I keep being reminded of it. The guy was doing Alva temples, and one of the buffs that you can get in an Alva temple reduces the amount of damage that you take, and reducing the amount of damage that I take ruins my loop. I'm making yours a KB. Decent skill for MF, but it might be too high budget to add it. I mean, again, a little bit of MF should go a long way. So if you can just throw in, let's see, so your amulet's probably off limits entirely. But if you've got enough room for a single ring, see if you can throw in a Ventors, a good Ventors, and then if you've got an extra suffix on your helmet, throw some throw a little bit of item rarity dropped by slaying a rare unique, and then if you are willing to lose the damage, throw an item rarity support. And that should get you a pretty significant amount of MF without trying very hard. Yeah, overall I wouldn't worry too much about MF. It's a nice to have, but if you're clearing fast, it's not gonna matter. Clearing faster is going to be a better source of magic find than anything else. I know if MF affects Legion, it doesn't affect, if I remember correctly, it doesn't affect the chests. The chests from Legion, no. The mobs from Legion, yes. Oh, they're doing KB Legion. I'll have to try KB at some point. I've never tried it. Way back, I think the like second or so league that I played, I saw a KB build that I thought was awesome, but I don't think I ever did it. I don't even remember what it was. Tried to make it almost every league, but wands are pricey. True. I think I'm gonna make another Herald of Thunder build next league, because I find myself kind of missing my Herald of Thunder Juggernaut. This thing is cheaper and better, so I'm going for it. Good plan. I can't wait for the announcement next week. I believe ExileCon's next week. And we'll be able to plan all new builds. I've had a blast with Crucible. I don't like Crucible. I get the attraction. I do. I don't think it's a bad league. I just don't like it. It's one of those things where like I set it and then I'm done. I don't even worry about it. Like if I can find something that's cool, great. If not, whatever. Item power is bonkers. Yeah, it's true. It's just I play with a lot of uniques, and the amount of pain that they put into a lot of the Crucible stuff, it makes it unappealing to me. I also think they put in a lot of restrictions that just they're not necessary. For instance, there is very little in the Crucible tree as a whole that is good for Herald of Thunder, which is a lot more to do with Herald of Thunder as a skill than it is to do with Crucible. But most of the Crucible stuff that's just like, hey, make stuff better, is spells or attacks. And spell modifiers don't affect Herald. So Crucible ends up doing very little for Herald of Thunder, which was a bummer because I was very excited. Like, oh man, they're gonna make I can make a really awesome Herald of Thunder build. No. Herald of Thunder is almost ignored completely by the League mechanic. I get it from a balance perspective, I really do. It's just unfortunate. Hey Pugs, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, exactly, and it took me so long to hit a good Void Batter tree. That's why. Right? It's just like stuff like that. Why can't I just re-roll a tree on a unique? Also, some of the rarer nodes are insane. Like, try and find a flicker or a frenzy charge node for a sword. They're incredibly hard to find, and if you try and buy one, it's 30 divine minimum. Doing well, Pugs, doing well. Getting excited again for next league, and also getting pretty excited for a bunch of the games coming out in September. I know it's a ways away, but I'm still pretty hyped. Very hopeful that Starfield is going to be awesome. I actually started replaying Final Fantasy 15 recently. So my wife started playing Final Fantasy 16, and I refused to buy it because it's on PlayStation and not PC. But watching her play that made me want to play a Final Fantasy game again. Ooh, that hurt. The plus max ones? Yeah, that's the ones I'm talking about, Inquisitor. It's like plus max of 2 charges and minus max of 1. Yeah, and I like, they're nuts on power, so like I kind of get why they're rare, but they're so incredibly rare. It feels like headhunter level rarity, and it's just not worth my time in a league to do something that I'm never gonna see again. And then on top of that, not worth it for me as a content creator to try and do something around it that's never going to see the light of day again. Like how long lasting are the builds that I can put together if they're reliant on Crucible trees, you know? There we go. Just stop by to say hello, everyone. I'm going to sleep now. Have a good week. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Pugs. Get some good rest. I also have been tired recently. I went to sleep at like 9 o'clock for the day. It was nuts. Enjoy your night. Get some good rest. Rise and explode totem? True. Yeah. And that's part of the reason, like, I just didn't, I wasn't worried about explode totems. It's neat, and it'll be cool to experience once, but you'll never get to do it again. Which is sad. Party can start now. Thanks for the permission, Bright. Appreciate that. Where is... There it is. Are you feeling any better, Bright? I hope it's at least a little better. Explode totems exist in the future. I'd love that. It is a really cool concept, and they kind of exist. If I remember correctly, there are some items that make them exist in a limited capacity. Like there's a unique item that kind of makes them do the thing that they do. It's just to a much lesser degree. But yeah, I think it'd be cool if they like buffed that item. Rad Explode is super different. The app doesn't like me? What app is that doesn't like you, Bright? Ooh, that hurt. Fade Flask. How late are you streaming tonight? I'll be on until probably about 11. So another 2.5 hours. I have full bars and Twitch has been lagging. Oh, sorry to hear that. I've died a lot in this one. Is it weird that I kind of hope Cemetery is not in the next map pool? Like I'm really tired of doing Cemetery, and I just it's a good map, I just don't like it. One of those things where like I understand it's a good map, and I just don't like it. Like I'd much rather do Crimson Temple or Mesa or Silo. I love Silo. I wish I could just run Silo all the time, but there's nothing good that drops from Silo, and I hate it. I think Silo is legitimately my favorite map. The only bad thing about Silo is that the map boss has faces. Grand is also really good.
just need a moment to catch my breath.
Friend flicker soul thirst. True. Although if you've got the density cranked up high enough, you don't even need the soul thirst. Like, I love throwing density on maps just because of, like, I feel like it improves clear speed on everything. Let's go do the harvest and then we're out of here. Over. Just over here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Playing zoom? Yeah. What? Oh, burning ground. I stood in it, not even thinking about it. All right, do that, but not stand on burning ground. I think this is actually where most of the MF that I have is being shown, is just in my harvest stuff. Like, I see a little bit of it every now and then, but most of it I think is coming from getting more life force. I had a lot this map. But I have, you know, a bunch of negative res. Some of that makes sense. Ooh. We have a unique. Go. I've had, I think, 5 unique harvests, and I've yet to have a single sacred blossom. Not one. On. Ooh, okay. And still none. I mean, I'll take the life force, but I think those are easily my least favorite harvest creatures. Just because of the acorns. No, that's not true. They're my second least favorite. My least favorite harvest mob is the one that leaves this exploding spiders that you can't damage behind. Those are the worst ones, in my opinion. Those are the worst. Alright, so that's been up a bit. That to go there. Buckler, boots, buckler. Okay, don't care. Alteration, I'm not worried about those. Oh man. Oh. That worked out pretty well. You know what else I could do here is we could do I'm thinking about whether or not I want to do breachstone farming. Not farming breachstones, but running breachstones. But I don't think I want to do that with this build. Like I would want to do that with my Flicker Strike build for sure. Just because I don't know how long this build would take to take down Chayula, or how well it would do against Chayula. Alright, be clear here. So let's go ahead and open up this breach, and then we'll go do harvest, and then we'll be done. Oh. Okay. Now it's just harvest and then we can go. Hey, we've got another unique. Will we get a Sacred Blossom? Yeah, I was asking for that. There we go. And a recoup is up. Yeah, I just want to knock out all these extras. Start focusing in on our unique. Come on. There we go. Nothing. All right, how about over here? I will say I've actually really enjoyed doing harvest crafting or harvest farming. Doing that in conjunction with, I think, scarabs or essences. So we like harvest delirium, do scarabs would be pretty good. Scarabs and delirium orbs. Or essence, for that matter. That'll probably be my farming strat next league. It has pretty swiftly become one of my favorites. And I like having the harvest juice on hand just to craft. Oh. The ice prison monster. Oh, there you are. Nothing, huh? to take this boss out. Yeah, we're just going through and rampage stacks, hopefully. Alright, let's go ahead and open up this breach while we've got stacks. Alright, what did we get? Got a little bit. Alright, was there a harvest around here? I didn't see one. Yeah, it didn't look like it. Alright. There we go. I've seen a lot of speculation on the upcoming announcements that are going to be made at ExileCon, because you know there's gonna be a lot. But it seems like a pretty consistent theme is that people are expecting a lot of Ascendancy reworks to be in the next patch. That to me is very exciting. It is I think it's a distinct possibility, and the more that's a thing, the more exciting I find the prospect. That's just new build territory. Let's go find this boss. And try again. There we go. I haven't seen a harvest here either. That doesn't mean it's not there. We kind of rush straight to the boss. Hopefully there's one here somewhere. Items, yeah, sure. No harvest and no breach? Really? That's a little surprising to me. We're not done yet, but it's not looking good. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Gotta happen sometimes. Let's see. Oh. There's our breach. And there's harvest. Okay. Go find the boss, clear out as many altars as we can, and then go for those. Basic currency? Sure. Wow, that had a lot of health. Alright, is this a good portal? Nope. Oh man, messed up my streak. Oh well. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's roll out. Get that rolling. There we go. Good, good. All right. Now just gotta find the boss. Every time. There we go, okay. Okay, some quantum rarity, good. Not gonna say no to fusings. Oh. Come on. Is that a Beyond boss? Yeah, there's a Beyond boss in the back. Segment damage reduction? Yup. Such a ridiculous mod. You know, I don't remember if there is a harvest here. Alright, let's see if I missed a harvest somewhere. It doesn't look like it. Gone. Our loop started. There we go. We'll see how far we can go with Delirium. We're a little on the weak side for Delirium, as far as damage is concerned. Coolers, nah. Boss is gonna take forever. Oh, well, never mind. Oh. Delirium orbs. Alright. Let's see if we can find anything good. There's a harvest here, so once we get all our altars, we can do that. Hopefully we can get some altars. Altars have been a little slim for me today. There's a little bit. Corner. Be it for me. Oh, there's a little bit right here. On altars. There we go. And we got one, good. All right. Well, off we go to harvest. Here, just to be sure. Come on. There we go. My loop go. Here. Bummer it died. Would have been nice if that would have stayed alive. Not the greatest, but not bad. I think this is our last sulfur. Oh, we'll probably go back to cemetery. Alright. Go find this boss. That a good one? Jewelers, reward gems, alright. Not a good altar, so we're good there. Lester Ichor. Come on. There we go. A little bit of quantum rarity. Oh, double bosses. Went on a walk when I'm back. Was thinking about crit multi the whole time instead of nature. I mean, I do that all the time. I suppose not instead of nature, but instead of a lot of things. I'm thinking about path. I'm thinking about path builds. Thinking of build ideas is fun. Multi such a good mechanic though. A good enabler for everything. Wanna know what that unique was? That arrow, yeah, okay. I think there's an awakened sexton back here somewhere. Yep. Netting 240 multi from 3 jewels, which is pretty nice. That is really nice. 240? Oh, those have got to be triple crit multi gems, yeah? And good ones at that. That is a lot of crit multi. I'm always happy if I can hit like 600, 700 crit multi. 2 plus lethal pride. Nice. Yeah, if I can hit a total of like 600 to 700 crit multi, I'm usually pretty happy. Alright, I know I had a harvest here somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. Was it all the way at the beginning? Might have been all the way at the beginning. Incentive flesh, gotcha. The transcendent jewels are so nice. Good mechanics. Am I really making up that I had a harvest in here somewhere? I guess I am. Alright. Either way, not a bad haul. 10 maps and we got some stuff. Honestly, harvest was most of our finds. Okay. Put that away. Look at our exotic. This is most of our money right now. Well, most of our itemized money. I think it's like a 1.5 div. Its own. Pretty much it as far as really get going for us at the moment. I'm finding I don't know, I'm finding this attempt at Magic Find pretty underwhelming, and it has a lot less to do with Ward Loop or Magic Find and a whole lot more to do with the combination. And here's what's going on, right? Because the amount of profit that I'm making is not something that comes down to just Magic Find, or it has to do with how fast I'm clearing maps. The more things I kill, the more things drop stuff for me. And so while this isn't bad, I don't know, I just feel like there's a better way to go about this. You know? 3.2k per div last I saw. I was basing it on, I think it was like 4 or 5k. It's actually pretty good. That's about 2 div. Which might put us in an interesting situation. So let's see what we have for uniques. Do we have a fair? What are the odds we can 6-link this real quick? Probably awful. With 170 fusings. Yeah. So we could spend some time trying to do that and start putting together Liquor Strike. But I think before I want to try and do that, let's see how much is what is it called? I'm actually blanking on the name. Ergonomics. Ergonomics is 100C minimum. I need one that has, I think, elemental. Hey, let me bring up this guide that I have. Attack speed and alley res, and yeah, that's gonna be expensive. Distance. Attack speed. Yep. Yeah, I'm not shocked by this. All right, so if we take up the attack speed, how do we look? Who div? That is a horrendous Crucible tree. Or div. Alley res, crit start multi, that's not too bad. Could be worse. Crucible tree is pretty bad. Another alley res crit multi. Chaos damage. That might be nice. The less global damage hurts, but I'd be able to work with it. Yeah, that might be worthwhile. We might have that. So let's look. We have 300 chaos, and I think the price of divs has gone down pretty significantly. So I want divs. I have chaos. Not quite low enough for us to do it right now. We can switch some stuff around, especially if we sell our yellow. See what we can get for our crystallized life force real quick. If I have go, ooh, yeah, I can definitely get 2, not 3. 5600. Come on. This is our 5 div, which means we can go ahead and grab Paradoxica. I think it's probably the best one we're gonna get. Yeah, it's gonna be the best one we're gonna get for now. Let's hope we get a response. We got a response. Very nice. Pen, a bunch of crit multi, deal double damage. Good. Thank you. Right. Again, what I'll probably end up doing is grabbing that second node. It's less global damage, but it'll give us a ton more attack speed. I think it's going to be better for us in the long run anyway. So yeah. Could do this. We just get rid of all of our yellow essence, so like it's something we'd have to work toward, but that's not awful. Much more attack speed. 30% corrupted. Could be good too. Probably do that. What is... Go to the menagerie real quick. Armor and weapons. Yeah, so we could do this. We just need that. Alright, and the only other thing I have a question about is that, yeah, that's 16. Alright. Hide. Our Med Flicker Strike. How did I not know that it was a Beastcraft? It corrupts the weapon, but it gives you 30% quality. Pretty nice. Yeah, corrupts it, but gives it 30% quality. Okay, so... the next question is... Do I just want to spend 100 or 1500 fusings? I think I do. I think I just... if I corrupted my wand. I don't doubt it. It is a guaranteed corruption, so that the Beastcraft is guaranteed to just corrupt it and give it 30%. Like, it's not gonna go do anything else. Alright, where is... Yeah, so you're not gonna, like, accidentally brick it by corrupting it through bestiary, or yeah, menagerie. Alright, so we need, unfortunately, fusings, and we have chaos. I think this is where we're gonna stop putting together this build for now, and the only reason is the amount of fusings we're going to need to 6-link this Feral's Fur. I'm almost positive it's my only Feral's Fur. Yeah. Yeah. And those are like the basics of the build, but not like the incredible parts. Okay, so we'll go do some more maps. Test this build out some more. And start working toward our Flicker Strike. And on the bright side, what we can do then is quality upgrade on this. Actually, you know what we could also do? Go ahead and grab that second node. I think the second node is all I actually want. Accuracy rating is nice and all, but not worried about it. They just want this attack speed buff. Keep that in there, and we'll actually do some Crucible stuff for now. Are any of these bricked? Oh. Oh. We can go ahead and try and do some light juicing. Bloom Shine is awful. Stage strong boxes. How much is that going for right now? Or do we just want to take it for ourselves? Yeah, my Atlas isn't set up for strong boxes anymore. It's tempting, but I don't think it's worth it for me at the moment. I think we're gonna get rid of that. Excellent Jewel, now it's 10% worse. Hate it when that happens. It is nice that X slamming is a thing now. One of the good things that came out of the div change. Sell that. Fine. That one's fine. I got a second enraged strongbox. Okay, there we go. All right. And I guess we'll use some sacrifice fragments. All right, let's put these. This is up for sale. Our 130C. 140C. $140. See if they buy. Arabs, I have 6. And not much else out of my scarabs. I don't have a ton of good scarabs. None of those. Right. So. Get our loop going. And then we go find a boss. Not gonna pass up one on the way. Ah. There we go. Figured I might as well complete that breach while I've got it open. Then we'll go fight the boss. Good there. I'm not messing with the syndicate because I don't want to see them anymore. Chance. Alright, I don't remember seeing a harvest so far. I'm hoping there is one. Oh, very nice. Oh yeah, please let there be a harvest. There's really not going to be a harvest in this one. Bummer. Oh well. That's gonna happen. We just do it in one go. I don't know if we're gonna survive this. We did fine. Not quite there. Oh wait, no, we did get it. Okay. Perfect. That's done. We're not done with... Loot on stream keeps confusing me. Sorry about that. I'll try and call out if I get anything legitimately good. But I know that feel. You have to change up my notifications. Not your fault, I just use the same filter sounds. You have to change them up a little bit. Although I don't know how much it'll help, because I think no matter what I pick, it's gonna overlap with somebody. I just use the sounds on Filter Blade. I gotta change them up a little bit, but I don't change them up much. Arrows. One thing that's a bit of a bummer to me on any Ward Loop build is I hate the amount of noise that it makes. And so I end up turning my volume down, but I love everything else, like sound related in the game. So any other build that I'm playing, I enjoy hearing the sounds of it because I think the sounds are satisfying. Oddly enough, I think the fact that the sounds of the build are annoying is actually a downside of Ward Loop. It's like Bone Shatter sounds amazing. So satisfying. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Vast majority of things in PoE sound great. There are some things that are just like, alright, I mean that's enough, but a lot of it sounds pretty good. Just like the cultist, I think it's like Volatile Bloom or something Bloom, I don't remember. That sounds incredible and is very satisfying to hear. And then Herald device. If you can get a good Herald device cascade, sounds incredible. Just very satisfying sounds. I don't think I want to do Alva. Oh, but I should though. Okay, I'm gonna do it. One of those things where like you know you should. You just don't wanna. Profane Bloom? Yes. Bane Bloom. Sounds so good. Although that's one of those ones that there are people that love it and there are people that hate it. And I totally get either way. I walked into that. Each we're gonna go with the breach. Wow, 2 Stone of Passage right away. We were stuck in that corner. My KB skin changed my FPS just a smidge, 30 to 2. Oh. It's a hell of a skin. Oh, hey. App Workshop. I don't like either of these. Well, the skill, true. Maybe it's not a super friendly skill on its own. Not shy about killing your frame rates and your enemies at the same time. Almost got it. Worth the frame loss? Wow, really nothing. Alright. Alright. I haven't gotten any off these by 10. Oh, I forgot to hit my flask. Oops. Now we just farm the rest of the map. Scarabs dropped, sure. One of the few builds that's even more FPS drops than Ward Loop. True. KB is nuts though. I really do need to go try a KB build at some point. It happens to fall into the playstyle that I try to avoid, which is run, clear, run, clear, run, clear, run, clear. I like being able to hold down or using a movement skill. So Cyclone, Flicker Strike, Herald of Thunder, things that I don't need to stop and click, but I tend to try to go for. Field charge even when I play Flicker. Field charge isn't too bad though. Like I'm not, it's not a preference. Hold on. There we go. But no, shield charge isn't too bad. The issue I have is when I've got like shield charge does start to get on my nerves, but when it's just like run, attack, stop, and attack a little bit, right? If I'm just like run, right click, right click, right click, run, right click, right click, run, right click, right, that gets on my nerves, and it's mostly because it's weirdly strenuous on my hand. Like I can play FPS for hours, but doing that for 100 maps or so, and my hand starts to cramp up. Yeah, the stutter stepping. Exactly. Which is weird, because, you know, I'm playing League of Legends, which I haven't done in years, but that's a thing that you do in League of Legends, but it's different. Like, it's for some reason, it's not as bad in League, despite basically being the same thing. I don't know. I have a hard time describing it. I have a harvest again. Yeah, I guess not. All right. Yeah, so I try to avoid things that are gonna make the game more strenuous to play than it needs to be. I also really enjoy, when it comes to boss fights, being able to just park my character beside the boss and then sit back. One of the reasons I enjoy Herald of Thunder so much is just, especially when I did it on Jug. Herald of Thunder Jug was so fun. Such an enjoyable build. Here is our grove. of our harvest. Basic currency duplicate, yeah. I have heard somebody talk about the issue the Path of Exile poses to your wrist and why it's an exacerbated issue with Path of Exile. Yeah, that's mine. My ding. Fine orb. The point I made a lot of sense. It has to do with the amount of tension that goes into your wrist while playing. And it's because playing Path of Exile, you never are not pressing one of your mouse buttons. Right? At no point are you not pressing a mouse button. Sometimes you're pressing two, but you're always at least pressing one. And so there's a constant tension on your wrist because of it. And that makes a lot of sense to me as to why so much tension goes into your wrist, because playing something like League, congrats on the dip, thanks, appreciate it. But yeah, so playing something like League, you're constantly clicking, but you're not holding, right? You're constantly like League is like clicking all around constantly. Like, it sounds nuts, like you're playing Cookie Clicker, but it's like a constant movement, whereas League, or Path of Exile, I have my finger on this mouse button 100% of the time, and sometimes I also right click. Come on. Made my loop. There we go. That. Got myself stuck there. Oh, then I forgot to push the flask. Oh, you know what? Let me do this real quick. Let me see what I can get out of this delirium mirror. I bet I can speedrun this a bit. It's not going to be as good because most of the stuff right here is already dead, but since I've got all that quant, refusing's good. Alright. Okay. That's some fusings. I'm not mad at that. Okay. There. Yellow over blue. Soul Leader is the worst. Come on. Soul Leader usually doesn't bother me. It's just when I'm playing Ward Loop, it's awful. It's certainly annoying, but once you've got a certain amount of damage or some kind of explode mechanics, it doesn't matter anymore. But if you're playing Ward Loop, you're just constantly feeding it. Unless it's mine, in which case, yeah, true. The leader's the worst unless you've got Headhunter. Or Inspired Learning. In which case, you love to see it. Alright. I think that should be it here. The belt that is hard to work around? True. I actually, I love the concept of Soul Thirst. I hate the practice of Soul Thirst. I enjoy having all my flasks automated so much that I never want to work with Soul Thirst. And it's actually the only reason. Everything else about it I enjoy. Let me go ahead and draw all this dash. Or that weird boss glove. There's also the Soul Thirst, well, sort of Soul Thirst gloves that only work on unique enemies. I need to test those out someday. See how good they are. I wonder how good they would be as an equipment swap for bossing. Although I think they're an Uber drop. Lame. Ooh, very nice. Cap of 50 souls makes me sad. Yeah, but I mean, at that point, hopefully you've killed the boss. Come on. There we go. Grab these. Just in case there's a plus on that dagger. Yeah, I don't know how much difference it would actually make. Test that sometime. I imagine it's not a very expensive item. I expect even being an Uber drop, it's pretty underappreciated. And I got like no altars. What happened? There's one. Did we have a have a harvest here? Grab these real quick. I'll need those later. Yeah, I don't think we did. Oop. All right. All right, let's go crazy. Right. I haven't seen a grove here. Oh, there's one. Yeah, there it is. I would just need a bunch of altars. Here's a question for you, Inquisitor. Do you know if Magic Find works on Simulacrum? I don't think it does, but I'm not sure. I feel like if it did, that'd be awesome, but I don't think it does. I think Simulacrum is totally independent. You don't think it does? Yeah, okay. I didn't think so, but figured I'd check. Which is good, because I can't imagine trying to put together an MF build to do Simulacrum. Find Simulacrum hard enough without trying to fit MF in. I think that's pretty much it. Couldn't get out of here. Didn't get any altars. Rough. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. That burning ground? Not sure what that was. It wasn't pleasant, whatever it was. All right. Tied with 61 poisons. A lot of poison. You roll a map that has poison on it? Because that sounds like an entire pack of mobs hit you. Yeah, and the black Shekma did some. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. A lot of bows. And this is a Chiula breach. Nice. Where you at, Chiula? Alright, let me check these real quick. Nope. 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 If cards duplicated, sure. Why not? That's me. Just a map. You know, I'm thinking about this and it's probably messing you up even more because we not only have similar notification sounds, if not the same, that's mine. But you also probably have your loop filter turned up higher than mine. I'm sitting here getting drop sounds with stuff like this. You're just like, oh, it's just an orb of scouring. And it's not even on mine. Come on. Didn't escape. Ah, bummer. Come on. You're a monsters and still only one altar. Some of these maps are really rough on altars right now. Build isn't really equipped to do T16 anyways, but I'm doing it because fun. True. I do that all the time. I'll level up a build, get it to like level 70, finish the campaign, and then jump into a T16 and be like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm not ready for this. I forgot. I'd actually be getting somewhat close to our 5,000 yellow, but we'll see. We weren't horribly far away from that anyway. Ow. Lars touched hurts. What are the odds we get something good out of Solaris? Ah, I didn't see her. I need to put a portal up in there. Let me put a portal up in here. Start up my loop. Come on. Let it ended up dropping. Bunch of rares. At a last resort. Now let's get out of here. Alright, so 7-ish cemetery maps, and I don't have a whole lot to show for it. I mean, this isn't everything, right? But still, not impressed with the return overall. Not when I can just do it the same thing but faster on a different build. Alright, let's see. We got about 30 minutes left. Let's look at this build has a mage blood, but we're ignoring that. Right, we're just not going to use that. Flat out. And I know it's going to make the DPS worse, but $16 million DPS. We cut that in half, so 8 million DPS is probably pretty achievable. Alright, so here's my next question. This build leaning really heavily on this diamond flask in order to actually do something. How much crit strike chance are we actually getting out of this? 58.17. We take off this. %? No, I don't think I think I'd much rather have a little bit of attack speed. Do this and go edit. Strike chance instead of a strike chance, do the attack speed 8%. Yeah, I like that better. Still gets us where we want to go. Biscos, Ventors. Launder's touch is laughable. Second Ventors. Home Spirit with Frenzy. Too hard. Barrel's Fur, which we've got. We just need to link. Replica Abyssus. I think I actually have one, but let me check. We have you. Pretty good one, if I remember correctly as well. Or no, this one is okay. Crit Strike multi isn't great. The increased elemental damage is not awful, is what I was going for. I think one of my other characters has a better one. My Flicker Strike? Yeah. This character has the better one. I'll probably just reuse. As well as the Cone Spirit. I don't want to reuse the Feral's Fur because I want the regular. Price on these in here real quick. All right. So next step is trading a little bit. Oh, I think actually, so as much as I don't count Mage Blood to be a serious part of a build, I think I am actually going to try and get one next league. I've never played with Mage Blood, and I want to do it. That's something I think I'm going to try to do next to league. See how successful I am. Alright, one div for 720, sure, we'll do that. Can't even begin to picture that many div. I mean, I farmed up a Squire this league, right? And while that's like, okay, you farmed up a Squire, but that's a lot less. A Squire is about one of the div cards for Mage Blood, right? So if I can just do that, what, 8 times? The better my build is, the better off I'm gonna be. I mean, it's definitely going to be a effort. I think it's totally feasible. A lot of work, totally feasible. 700 there. So now we need to go back here and go more using. Yeah. I need 860 for it. Hit the Inquisitor. Yeah, it'll be an undertaking for sure, but totally doable. That should be enough to 6-link my chat. I mean, I think it's all about making goals, really. Because if I wasn't always spending money on new bad ideas, I would almost certainly have more currency to play with. Right? I could have plenty of currency. I just constantly spend it on new random builds. I think it's very feasible. Need to control myself a little bit. What is the 6-link? Two red, 4 green, lol, awakened multi-strike. Why half that DPS right away? 2 red, 4 green. 2 red, 4 green. Now good to go. Alright, and then go ahead and grab another pair of Dark Rays. Oh no, it's Goldworm that they have, so I'm just gonna use the Goldworms I have in here. Spirit for my other build. Bird, Replica, Abyssus. This is not something I'm gonna end up getting. Maximum Frenzy Charge. Shield is no joke. How much are those? Shield. Yeah, I could try and get the unique Peripetia, but that's expensive too. Cheaper for sure. Oh yeah, no, it's still expensive. Yeah, that's probably not happening. Let's have a headhunter. True. Yeah, I'm better off trying to farm one of my own, trying to buy one. Honest. Not by much, but probably better off. Let's see. QEDB are these synthesized items. want to synthesize the modifiers. I mean, I guess this works. So let's go. Fields. Doesn't actually matter. Sized implicit. How many are there? There are a lot. Does the eye level actually matter at all? Yeah, it can. Not by a whole lot, but it can. If you get a level 60, an eye level 60 something shield. Eliminate some of the stuff that it can get on it. Essentially everything over here not going to be able to roll. I feel like it's like half. What about rings, honestly? Rings are the same way. 3 rings. This is implicit. 575. Also pretty capped at 70. 75. Bummer. Oh well. I don't know. What are you missing out on? How bad is a level 65 shield? Or a level 64 shield? That's it. Yeah, so 64. Level. So life. Actually not awful. You need exactly level 64. Is the top tier life. Top 2. What about your crafting limitations? Essence doesn't care, so there's that. Right now, yes it does. Does care. Aspect it doesn't care, so that's there. So yeah, you could probably reasonably-ish. Axe speed is you cannot add affixes from this group. I don't understand. Extra isn't there. We can get the worst added damage. Unfortunate. A lot of the craftable stuff is really bad. It would be a really bad shield, but you can. Oh, you know what? I don't think you could. Hold on. Go back into PoE and see if this is actually possible. Maybe, actually. At level 45, there we go. It's there. You could do it. Might be worth looking into. For now, that'll be my second Ventors. See if we can get a good one. Okay. Price one more time. Okay. Or that the build recommends, at least. Thought I had it. Do I not? Do I not have a Biscos somewhere? Biscos. Yeah, it's right here. That's there. Belt was a bad one, so we're gonna use Stygian Vise. Probably something like this. My Stygian Vise is probably gonna have to be really nice. The eye level on this one. Craft on it. What else? Amulet, ring, helmet, belts, boots. Boots are on my other character. Yeah, the ring is on my other character. So yeah, it's just the shield. And I can use pretty much any shield I want. The question then becomes, what shield would I want? Knowing that that shield is off. Well, that shield is way out of my price range. His wands are pricey. I don't doubt it. Wands are always pricey though. I mean, I guess the first question to answer is this going big armor or ironwood? No, it looks like we're going Asian mostly. Oh, armor evasion? Sure. What's the eye level on this? Eye level 85? Alright, yeah, that'll work. I have a decent LA wand, but Fizz would be better. That's rough. Oh, here's a question. Did I get... Oh no, not even close. Efficiency would be pretty nice. What is the mana reservation on this? Pretty steep. Intuitive leap, lethal pride. Vortex, Frostbite, Herald Vice, Hatred, Precision. This is achievable. This is not awful. Within Enlighten. Awakened Cold I have. Awakened Multi-Strike is laughable. Ominous Ice Bite. I do not have such as anomalous ice bite. I feel like that's going to be expensive. All right. Anom. Okay. That's not what I expected. 18, huh? All right, I can do 18. Nice bite. Yep, sure enough. Now the real question is, how much is the same ice bite level 21? There are no level 21s, so don't know. Okay. Version of Flicker Strike 21, not a big deal. Close combat, not a big deal. Okay. Those are Berserk and Blood Rage. That's on the yay. Okay, what all else is going on with this shield? Accuracy rating. Rating life. See what we can do with this. This. See what we can make yield. I feel like if Quiver gives accuracy rating, then we should get that on shield as well. Strength, Dex. Life is good, naturally. Block is nice. Let's go with... if we can't get a good life roll. Aspect to the cat, a suffix or prefix? I can never remember. POEDB. Aspect. PoE wiki. I have to look this up every time. Suffix. Okay, so suffix slot open. And my current shield does not have a suffix open. Could go. Chaos res isn't too bad. Max chaos res. 76 life. I need to take off one of these suffixes. A yellow and null. Yellow and null. I think I'm still okay with it, honestly. Tier 4 life isn't the best, but it's not awful. It gives me a prefix to work with, and we can craft something on. So, what do we craft? Probably craft damage. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab suffix and then Path of Exile. I'm not mad at that. Not awful, but it's not, you know, not great, not awful. Then we remove the that in favor of something else. Armor evasion. Or no, we talked about this. We talked about pocketed support. So here's the question then. What is less duration support? We're gonna have a 20, maybe 21. Less duration becomes 50. Goes to 51 for 23. What else do they have in the Essence mark on hit? If I'm willing to give a Berserk, Whirling Blades, Blood Rage, which I'm not unwilling to do that. A lot of damage, but just assuming that I have 50 rage, no. Just Berserk is nuts. Honestly, I am willing to give up Blood Rage. Blood Rage is Blood Rage isn't huge. Berserk is huge. But it assumes that I've got which is not being factored into my damage at the moment, which is nice. Like I throw in 25 rage. I was just curious. Okay, I think this is achievable. Not like immediately, but I think we have enough to start working toward it. Good. That's all we really need to start. But on that note, so if we're willing to give up skills, Berserk, Whirling Blades, Blood Rage, if we're willing to give up Blood Rage, then I can fit an enhance on less duration. I think I want to do. What happens if we do this? Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we do that. And the reason I'm looking at all this is because I think what I want to do is, rather than have less duration alone on here, I want to have less duration supported by an enhanced support, and then socketed support gems plus 2 levels. We're gonna do this. After that on there. Out we have. Let's go. I have a feeling I'm not gonna have enough money for that. Yeah, Feral. This is actually pretty exciting. The being able to put this in the shield is gonna be pretty nice. Do I have an enhance? I have one somewhere, but I don't know. I definitely have one. Alright, before I go searching for that, how much is a fair? Here. Feral. First of the Plains. 33C. Sure. Girl first of the Plains. Eve. Eschery. Cat. Okay. Good there. Now we have acceptable shield. This is actually going to be really nice. I'm pretty excited about that. It's a very nice quality of life thing to reduce the duration of aspect of the cat as far as possible. being able to throw an enhanced support on a less duration support and then raise the level of both of them by 2 is going to be a nice little quality of life buff. Just to keep our frenzy charges further up for longer. Lighten support over here. What else do we need? I think that covers a lot of it. Alright, let me go find that. Enhance. I think I've got it on one of my elementalists. Okay, not this one. What did I do with it? Oh, you know what? It's on here. Right here. That's where it is. It's on our Bone Zone character. On that note, we actually have a less duration support on here as well. Now we have an increased duration on here. Where did we have a less duration? Thought I had a less duration somewhere. I know our Ward Loop has one. Oh well. I can just level up a less duration. There's my enhance. I might actually have one. 2020 less duration. 2023 less duration. Because I'm curious how good this is gonna be. That's 23. This is 40. Yeah, so my aspect of the cat, because my aspect of the cat is coming from my one of my rings at the moment. Yeah, so it's coming from this ring. So we take that ring off. Oh, here, let's do this then. Keep the ring on. But do aspect of the cat from my shield. My aspect of the cat is now 2 seconds and 3 seconds. Which is great. As opposed to what I have right now on this character, and that is 4 and 2. Yeah, 4 and 2. And that's with a 2020 less duration. Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Okay. Was it worth all the effort? Maybe not, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, we're in a pretty good situation for this. I do want a Combs Spirit pendant of this character. I kind of don't want to pull equipment from this character. I'm tempted to just go with the Tanu Ahi for now. But at the same time, Combs Spirit is just so good. Do I have another set of Combs Spirit with Frenzy? Probably not. No, Despair. How much is another pair of those? The Combs. Combs Spirit. Maximum. Charges. Change that. It. Or div. So expensive. Alright, so I'm just gonna steal it from the character. It's fine. Or I could just roll with a Combs Spirit without the Frenzy charge and see how far I get. That's also an option. The damage is going to be less, but should be alright. Alright, so we have a plan going forward. Let's just roll with these for now. Alright, so I think next time we are going to start putting together a Flicker Strike Magic Find character that is semi-league start viable as far as like a Flicker Strike really can be with a Feral's Fur. So, it'll be a pretty interesting time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you all for joining me. I had a great time. I've enjoyed making the Ward Loop character, Magic Find Ward Loop. It works, and it maps pretty well. I don't know that it's worth the effort of putting it together, and I don't know if it's going to compare ultimately to a build that just goes faster. It's a nice relaxed build if you find Ward Loop relaxing. But yeah, so we're gonna try some other light MF variations and see what we like, what we don't like, what works for us. Thanks again for joining, and I'll see you all next week, same time.